Alright, let me check to see. We are live. Do I see it on YouTube yet?
I don't see on Twitch yet.
Yeah, you're gonna wait for that. They're coming. Alright, we're on YouTube. And we're about to be on Twitch and Kick. We are on Twitch, and we are on Kick.
There we are.
Okay, those are good. And now we wait for the rest of the gang to show up.
I feel like you should ping. Oh wait, no, you ping when we actually start for real though, right?
I've pinged like 3 times today. I should hope people know that we're starting soon.
No, I mean like ping the start of the stream.
Yeah, and I'm not. What?
I assume you do that before or like right before we start. I
Yeah,
forget.
usually towards closer, like not 15 minutes
Okay,
before, but
gotcha. And, well, technically it's 13.
what?
13 minutes. Looks like.
Jamubi's in the chat. Excuse me, are there any doctors? Yes, I'm right here. I'm a doctor. We all know I'm a doctor.
I mean, you're currently Yozaborg, not Dr. Chaff.
Listen, okay? Listen. I'm a doctor in Gyoza. Very difficult
Oh, a
profession.
doctorate in Gyoza?
Yeah, somebody has to research Gyoza. Alright? There's not a lot of money in it. I do it on my own free will, my own free time. Okay? Could you help me, please? Okay, what are your symptoms? Could they be solved with gyoza? If so, then eat
We got a
gyoza.
cure.
We got the cure, alright. This guy named Chap broke my heart. Listen, I understand he might have done that, alright? But it was because he was a doctor. He's got a lot of things going on, okay? He's a very busy chap, you know? So, these things, they happen. They happen. I will say the best cure for a broken heart is in fact gyoza. So just go out, order some gyoza, and have all that.
I cannot verify nor deny this fact.
Okay, we are waiting for. So we know Anne will not be here. Who else? Actually, I don't think anybody else told us that they weren't going to be here yet.
So like we're expecting like a Mist, Ari, and
We
Justin.
should be. We should be expecting. Justin, I know, got caught up on the readings. At least the ones from the past 2 weeks that he wasn't here. So I know he's been caught up.
No, you said you actually went ahead, so I think we're fine.
Okay, yeah, so we're good on that. 1v1 Darwin Project 1. Damn, I haven't been able to play Darwin Project in years. Those servers are fucked. I loved being a Darwin Project streamer. That shit was great. That shit died when they just left the game. And then I guess one of the developers was accused of inappropriate behavior. It's a
Why
whole
does this
thing.
keep happening?
It's a whole thing. It's fine. They're Canadians. We blame we blame Canada, okay? It was Canadians, so. Listen, that game was sick, okay? I don't know why they just abandoned it like that. They just abandoned it. I was like, they abandoned it after their official launch of the game too. I was like, why? Why would you do this?
But they launched the game then like almost right after.
Well, because it was one of those early access battle royale deals where it got pretty big while it was early access, and then they took too long to fully release it. And then when they did fully release it, they like drastically changed the core mechanics of the game, which a lot of people didn't like, but that's whatever. But then they just abandoned the game, and then eventually they announced that they were shutting down the servers, but then they didn't shut down the servers, but now nobody goes on the servers enough for matches to start. It was so good. I liked it. I liked it, Chimubi. I liked it. I'm an advocate for it, okay? But now it's in a state. I'm pretty sure you can still have games on it, but you pretty much have to coordinate with like a group of friends to go on there and play it. So it's a whole thing now. It was good.
Gather all the members of your Discord server, we can play the game.
Well, it didn't even take that many people to play it. It's like 10 people max that can play in a lobby. Well, 11 if you have a director. So you can have like, 10 people. But I mean, really, you only need like 2 people for a game to start. But the problem is, right now with the lobby, they left the lobbies up. And you can join it, and you can wait forever for somebody else to join it. but the game doesn't start as soon as somebody else joins it. The game waits like fucking 5 minutes at least, with like at least 2 people in the lobby before it tries to start a game now. And usually that second person's like, all right, this game's not starting, I'm just gonna leave. And then they do. And then you don't get a game because you have to wait forever for another person to show up, so. It's fucking dead. I made a lot of friends in that community when I was streaming it, okay? It was a good time. And then they just said, you know, what if we just didn't? I think, what did they make me? They made me like not a mod, but something, an enforcer or whatever they called it, which basically meant like I could report people for doing bullshit in the game, and they took my reports more seriously than other people's, I guess, but there wasn't too many other perks with it other than they gave you like a hat. I got a hat in the game for it.
So your one Nion's friends is in the Twitch chat. They said lol Canadians.
Can you imagine Canadians? Oh my god.
Can you imagine mistaking America for Canada for some reason?
I know. Can you imagine getting a chart sent to you that says these are the real Italians, and it highlights like fucking New York and New Jersey?
Oh,
and
okay.
You're just looking at the map like, man, why did they highlight Quebec? And and then you find out Shadow's really a fake Canadian the whole time.
Look, okay, you pinged me so that okay, yeah, this is someone with Canada, right? Clearly.
Can you imagine doing
I
something like that?
Vaguely made out Quebec. Okay, look, it was a whole thing.
Oh my
I'm
god, that would be so embarrassing. If I did that, I'm just saying.
You'd be canceled at that much.
Damn, New York, that's like Quebec. It's basically the same thing. I'd die. I'm just saying. Alright, I'm sending out some pings and some notifications and all the other memes. The bat signal is going up.
I see the pings.
We have a very scary thumbnail here for this week's volume that will.
Says you.
Listen, this is what the average Canadian looks like.
Okay, that's a lie, you know. Okay, they look worse than that.
Damn. Listen. Yeah, we're volume 17 and 18, right? I didn't screw up the numbers, right? I'm pretty sure those are the numbers. I'm pretty sure we got the right numbers.
I can verify because of the screenshot from earlier that I sent.
Okay, good.
Right? Or was it your message? Yeah, it was your message. Here we go.
Yes, we got you got baited with
what
them
the
saying.
Look, can you blame me?
It was like next volume is the last, and then it wasn't. And then,
like, wait a minute.
There's like
no
4
way
more
though,
volumes.
right? I know, it's weird. Wait, 4. That was like 5.
No, there's like 4 more volumes.
4
It ends at 23. It ends at 23.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So we got 4 more volumes.
We're including 19.
I thought you were supposed to be the accountant here, okay?
No, but I wasn't sure what you're trying to say, but I was, oh wait, that makes sense. Yeah, okay.
Out here being like, listen, 23 minus 19, that's like 5, right? I understand.
No, I thought you were including
I understand.
19.
This is how we do the tax fraud. You know, that's cool. That's cool.
Look, you guys do last in first out.
Is there a problem?
Yes, that's weird.
Well, why is it weird? We're America.
It's
we do things the right way here.
Of the standard.
Well,
also, it's not a weighted average, which is better.
I mean, have you considered you're doing things wrong? Have you considered that? Welcome, Arimia. Welcome. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. The Azumanga.io fans have entered the chat.
Okay.
They are invading the studio.
Question. Is first in, first out, last in, first out, or weighted average the best way of doing accounting when it comes to inventory?
We aren't going to know. We don't do accounting, Shadow. We don't have a reference for this to tell you.
You say
Shadow, if I ask you marketing questions, would you know?
No.
Okay.
Those are concepts used in like programming too. The first in, first out, last in. Like we use that there too, but for very different things, for very different types of problem solving. Okay. How you can't just ask us that and be like, yeah, you guys know what the right answer is, right?
Look,
no, we don't. We don't. We're not
you said
accountants.
last in, first out was the superior way. You didn't even know about this. What the fuck?
I don't know anything. All I know is whatever the American way of doing things is the superior way. That's just a fact.
America uses all 3 because they're lunatics like that.
No, because we're good. We know how to utilize, okay, all the tools available to us, all right? That's what we
can only use one at a time, though, and you can't switch.
That's what any other country would say, but we're America, all right? I'll have you know.
America.
Welcome, Justin. Or should I say sinful gyoza? Oh my god.
Yari, where's
God,
your
you're sinning.
Dorohedoro themed username?
Oh my god. Can you imagine not having a Dorohedoro themed username?
Right?
Well,
Imagine.
the only way you'd be able to know that is if these people were in the Wolfborg Discord.
True. Actually, no, they don't though, because it says it right on the stream too. It says their names right over.
But the only way to double check is to be.
They can see it right there. They see it.
It literally says it right there.
But just in
I can
case, like, the
see
system is, like, you know, malfunctioning, they need to check
Oh yeah,
the Discord.
obviously, the system is just malfunctioning. They actually do have a
That's why
Dorohedoro
you should
themed
join
thing.
the Discord.
Yeah, so go to discord.wolfborg.com. That's Wolfborg with 1G. You only have to put 1G for the website because I have the website. Okay, discord.wolfborg.com, and you can see all these memes. All right. Now we know Anne's not going to show up, but a miss might show up. Let me pin
Anne's not
to see
coming?
if Anne's not going to be able to make it. They have a meeting.
Did they read it though?
Yes.
It looks like they
Okay.
did, and they just couldn't make it here.
Okay, because I was waiting for the
See
reaction.
Anne opening Pokemon packs. They did like 3 minutes ago.
I thought it was gonna be really funny if Anne showed up tonight. After last week, they were cheering about Natsuki dying, and then it looked like for a bit Natsuki was coming back. I was waiting to see
Yeah.
Anne freaking out in the chat, being like, "Why the fuck is this bitch back?"
Spoilers.
Well, she wasn't really. It was like a weird dream sequence thing, but-
Spoilers anyway.
No, I don't think it's a
dude.
dream sequence. I think that was like the afterlife, like them
Yeah.
dying type deal.
Well, yeah, that's basically what I mean. Like what I mean, it was like it was not a real event that happened. It was like some
Yeah,
weird,
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
I really liked how they did that though.
Yeah.
Like how they did the whole like dream sequence, even though he just got insta-murked. In his point of view, we got to see his point of view where he didn't even know he was dead for a bit.
Oh my god.
Spoilers, guys. Come on.
How do you guys feel about this this face staring at us on the screen for the cover image we have for this week? How do you feel about
Looks
this?
better than the average Canadian.
Damn. Probably true. I don't know. Boom. We have 2 minutes supposedly until we're officially supposed to start. I'm waiting to see if a miss is going to join. I don't remember if he said if he was or not. But he's pretty much the only one we're waiting on, I think.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else. I mean, of course, you know, Ace. You know, he's gonna show up anytime.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, Ace is coming. He just got back from his Japan trip that we definitely knew about. You know, he's here. He's coming. Can't believe this man ditched book club after he keeps suggesting us to read the 100 GFs. Okay, we even put it up to vote. He forgets to vote for it. All right,
Yeah, he went for the
and then he
wrong
goes
thing,
on a
that's the
trip to
funny
Japan
part.
without inviting or telling any of us, and
Hey,
or
bring-
sending us
bring
any
my
pictures
thing.
of it. All right, and now he's telling us, "Oh man, I gotta come back now." I was like, "Bro, how could you do this to us, Ace? Not a single photo of gyoza in all of your trips in Japan.
Right?
This is bullshit."
This is a dumb question. Was I the one who suggested Dorohedoro? I honestly don't remember.
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. I thought I did, but I was like, wait, fuck, wasn't me? Because I almost said, did Ace suggest it? And I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, he
Mm.
definitely won. No way. Okay, you think he reads good manga besides 100 Girlfriends?
Based.
Listen, y'all, we got to get my next suggestion through, okay? We got to do it twice in a row. Domestic Girlfriend, it's going to be a great time.
Yo, let's go.
That
Listen.
would be a hellacious back-to-back.
listen. Anne's been interested in it lately, so you know.
Wait, real?
Anne's been listening
yeah.
to the Domestic Girlfriend opening, and it's just like, should I watch Domestic Girlfriend? And I'm like,
No,
yes,
she should-
do it.
Okay,
do
those
it.
They
are
should
two
read it. They
way
should read
different things. Like, I
You
listened
gotta
to
read
the
it.
opening.
Again, Shep said it was
What
good. And
are you
he's
telling me? I'm
usually
wrong.
correct.
Anne was literally in DM
Yes,
saying, "Oh, should I
yes,
watch it?"
yes.
They're interested in it. These are not
yes,
wrong things for me
but-
to say. I will not be taking this. I will not be taking this slander again. Okay.
I was gonna say a chap said, "Oh, it's also pretty good, but don't watch it though."
Yes, I can confirm, Justin. You did in fact say Dorohedoro. It was one of
Oh,
yours
okay.
that you submitted.
I legitimately couldn't remember.
You submitted Grand Blue Dreaming, I Am a Hero, and Dorohedoro.
Oh. Grand Blue's great if we ever want to
And
laugh.
Domestic Girlfriend. You listed Domestic Girlfriend too.
I don't expect anyone to vote for Domestic Girlfriend.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
hoping,
I
like,
did.
If we just like do this for 10 years, eventually we'll run out of shit and too many people will click Domestic Girlfriend.
Eventually we'll get text too.
you know,
I swear.
I hope
I'll hate
after
it.
10 years of doing it, there will actually be more series that are actually fucking done. Because I remember that's a
Like
lot of the
One
big
Piece?
problem. When I go to
Please.
pick these things, they're not fucking done yet.
Oh shit! Oh well, domestic girlfriend is, so I clearly
Yeah,
we
it
just got to
is.
read that next.
True. It's the only option.
I think it's the only option, guys. My bad
That's
options there.
That's the only option. Okay,
I want you to know I read all of domestic girlfriend in like 4 days.
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about
I just
that?
couldn't put it. It was like a train wreck with fireworks
I know.
and like
I know. I heard Giga describe it the same way. It's okay. I know.
it was so it's worth reading just for the
Okay.
meme.
Just for the meme, you know what? Bad.
It's
I'm
actually
down.
entertaining. Like unironically, I enjoyed reading it. Like I wouldn't have done
I
it.
believe it. I believe it.
Okay.
All right, Amiss is not responding, but he could probably join later if he is going to join. So let's just get started with this. I say, you guys ready?
Yep.
All right.
I believe so.
Okay. Welcome again, everybody, to another exciting week of the Anime Book Club here on YouTube / Twitch / Kick, all the sites, your mom's Apple smartwatch. Okay, I'm all in
How's
it.
your
and
grandma's Apple
Wolfborg.
smartwatch?
Okay, you can find me any of those platform names .wolfborg.com. So like twitch.wolfborg.com, youtube.wolfborg.com, kick.wolfborg.com, all of them. I'm there. Okay, I'm there. And here we're talking about Dorohedoro Volume 17 and 18 for this week. But before we get started, let's introduce the people that we have talking with us today. Starting in alphabetical order as usual. First up, we have Arimia. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Arimia. I'm the shonen. I like shonen shit. I'm the shonen junkie. Every week I'm doing a recommendation. My recommendation this week is a one-shot by the mangaka for Kakaishi, which was Barrier Master. It's called Laughter at the World's End. It's just a little one-volume shot, so not like one chapter, but just one volume. Pretty good little fantasy story about demons and stuff. So yeah.
All right, based. Okay, go read that if you're interested in that. And next up, we have Kaiman V4, formerly Shadowman V4. Okay, but now he's been transformed.
I just realized it changed the order.
It did. So now you're next, Kaiman.
I am Shaman V4. I do Twitch streams sometimes. I'm trying to do more consistently on Monday and Wednesday. I've just been busy.
Okay.
The thing I'm recommending is One Step from Eden again. I haven't played many games because I've been busy.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. Check that out if you are interested in that. I've also been told by Shadow and DMs that there's a bot in the Twitch channel. Let me just ban them real quick. Sorry for bothering you. I want to promotion of your channel, viewers, followers. Oh my God, really?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, buy now.
oh my God.
I know.
You got Cash App?
Yeah. Goodbye, Stacks Navy One. Okay.
$3.99.
We had the Navy invade the Twitch chat. All right, they're gone now. It's fine. All right, so thank you so much for that, Kaiman V4. And next up, we have Gyozaborg. Okay, I am Gyozaborg, aka Wolfborg, aka Chaplain, aka your favorite mom's Apple smartwatch broadcaster. Okay, and for my thing, I guess I would recommend quintessential quintuplets. Sure, we'll go with that. It's based. Okay, there's 5 best girls. All right, 5 of them. It's so hard to pick best girl. Now, when I got the fucking box set of the manga, it had 2 double-sided posters. Okay, which is already giving you a choice. Which one do you want to show? The one on this side or the one on that side? Also, there's 4 of them. I don't know if you caught what I said. There's supposed to be quintuplets. There's supposed to be 5 of them. So it's so hard to choose that they just didn't pick one for one of the posters.
I'd like to back up Borg real quick because I have the full quintessential quintuplet set, and I read that shit in like 2 nights, I think.
Hell yeah, that sounds like that's a potential for another vote, you know? I'm just saying. It's done.
I'd reread it.
Okay, we could read all of it. It'd be an interesting time, you know? Best girls, all of them. All right, so that's my recommendation. And next up, we have Sinful Gyoza, a.k.a. Justin. Introduce yourself.
What's up? It's Justin. I missed 2 weeks. I had health complications. I won't get into it. Yeah, it's been a while. Damn, I don't even know what the fuck to say. Recommendation. My recommendation is to watch me at like 10 a.m. Eastern during the week. I'm playing Sekiro. I'm doing a blind playthrough first time. I know nothing about the game, so it's an actual fresh blind playthrough. So people have been enjoying that. Yeah, so Justin at Twitch TV. That's my recommendation.
Yeah, I went in to watch one of those streams one morning, and it's already telling him to promote me and my channel. Okay, so
Which is funny because Nash is in there too, and it doesn't say to use Nash.
it's because it knows I stream consistently every Thursday at this time. All right, I'm a consistent streamer. I'll have you know.
Fair.
All right, so. That's all we have for the cast for this week's, it seems, because Nyan could not make it because of meeting reasons that they could not make it. They did do the reading, though, so whenever they're able to meet up next time, they should already be caught up. And Mist, we have not heard from. Maybe they'll join later, maybe not. So for now, we're just going to go with this group here. So, Dorohedoro Volume 17 and 18. Let's start with Justin, since he has not been here for the last ones, and he just binged, like, all of the volumes. Okay, what are your thoughts here?
Okay, I have a confession to make.
You didn't read?
No, I did, but I shot past what I read. What we were supposed to read.
Well, how
Because
far
I couldn't
past did you read?
Probably like three chapters or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not the worst, but
I saw a major plot point and went,
I
"Oh fuck,
imagine.
stop!"
I imagine you probably did.
Because I
It's
just
fine.
I just didn't have self control. I'm like, fuck, I need to know what happens next.
It's
Fair,
fine.
fair. You know, with that ending panel, I definitely
Listen.
understand.
It's fine. You saw nothing. You know nothing. Okay. All
Yeah,
you know
I saw
is
nothing.
we
I know
saw
nothing.
the last thing we saw was Kaiman showing up at the end, and then the Bones chapter. Okay, that's all we saw.
Yeah, I won't lie. I saw.
Dude.
Sorry, what?
I like you.
Oh, I was gonna say I saw Kaiman at the end, and I went next.
I
I didn't
guess-
even try to.
I mean, yo,
I was
man,
like, no. That's the one thing I did not see fucking coming this entire series. Like that, I saw Kaiman and went, what the fuck?
How are you here? The narrator lied to us.
You
Like
know,
everything I've learned up until this point doesn't make sense anymore.
I'm convinced at this point that the only death that's permanent in this series is Matsumura. I feel like he's the only death that will remain permanent. We'll
Even
find
in the
Yeah.
first
some-
chapters,
And
it's not
even-
that bad.
Even then, he's like it's kind of like a pseudo, like a limbo state for
Yeah.
him, where he just keeps coming back, sort of.
in
Is it the bonus chapter?
Fujita really wants him back. You know, he misses him, even though it's been a long time since I remembered him bringing him up. Or I mean, no, he was still bringing him up until like they found his zombie body, and then it broke again. He was like, "Oh, well, guess we can't revive him." And then I didn't remember him talking about Matsumura for a
We saw
while.
Lizardhead.
Yeah. So okay, where did this start? Where did Volume 17 start with? It started with
Hell if I know.
started because the last volumes ended with the whole like the boss and those like people that
Oh,
came
yeah,
to try to steal the boss for a smoke, and Fujita looks like his death was like permanent. He didn't. It wasn't at all.
he did.
Apparently. So
I love how
Yeah, it's-
immediate. Like last week we were talking about, like in particular, like I think you were like, "Oh yeah, I don't think Fujita's coming back at all,"
I thought
and then
it-
immediately
Yeah,
they bring it back.
I thought it looked pretty permanent too. It seemed like it was setting up for
I
it,
did
and
too.
was devastated by
I
it.
have a
okay?
comment about this because I missed Anne's. Oh, I forgot to watch. Actually, I forgot to watch the book club's free reactions. I just totally forgot, but I did catch up on reading,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah,
But
Fair.
Anne, I was talking to Anne while I was reading, catching up, and like the chapter, I was like sitting on like the last page of the chapter before Fujita reappears. So I like typed a message, and like we were just talking about, like I'm like, oh, there's still probably hope. Like we've seen that death isn't permanent a lot of the
Flips
time.
page.
And Anne was like, I don't know, like they did the whole dragged out thing with cold and all that, and I was like, oh, Anne's really convincing. I don't think Vegeta's coming back. And I hit like
Flips
next
the-
twice, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Like these writers are absolute maniacs, is all I can say, and I'm impressed.
It was at most a minute in between me finishing that conversation with Anne and seeing Vegeta's face, and I was like, God damn it.
He's there. He's clawed his way back. Okay. He most of his adventure through these volumes has been. He was still invisible for a while, but he had a little bit of the like black smoke still on him, so he was trying his best to like stay hidden. While also he's holding En's little devil tumor there, so he's trying to sneak around with
baby.
that thing, while following one of the last of Dokuga's gang's like members that are still alive, because apparently the rest of the gang showed up in the room. It got fucking one of them was being eaten by the boss. I think that was Ton. was getting
Yeah, it was
eaten by
Tone.
the boss, and then they were like, "What the fuck is this thing doing? This ain't the boss anymore," or some shit like that. Or they just started realizing, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't be listening to this fucking thing."
Yeah, Goku guys told them earlier, hey, the boss might just kill you guys.
So
You know,
this
Ton,
is
we
Yeah.
don't really get like a lot of memorable moments with the cross-eyed gang. Individually, they're
Right.
usually
Besides them
group
being poor.
moments.
yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
this
definitely-
one did towards the beginning have like a very interesting dream-ish sequence, afterlife sequence with Ton and Natsuki.
Yep.
That was pretty interesting. It was very trippy and also just kind of I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was handled super well. I really liked that. Honestly, I wish Vegeta stayed dead.
Dang. I mean,
Damn.
Look,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna be
they
real.
immediately kill him. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. Like, I feel nothing for Vegeta.
Dang.
Man,
He died. I was like, oh, poor Ebisu. Anyway,
Poor Ebisu.
yeah, like
Meanwhile,
I felt bad
Ebisu
for
has a new
Ebisu.
henchman now, so it's fine.
I feel nothing for Vegeta. I'm like, Ebisu could do better.
Oh damn! Listen, Evans got a nice henchman going on now. Okay, Dokuga has now become Kaiko. Who is
I'd
now...
rather ship fake Dokuga and Ebisu than Vegeta and Ebisu.
Damn.
Ebisu has done. I mean, the Dokuga has already saved Ebisu more than Vegeta ever really has.
Listen,
Like, even
Okay.
when he brought Ebisu back to life, that was just Judas's air whim. If anything, he just annoyed Judas away from Ebisu and delayed the process.
listen. It's probably true. It's probably true. Okay, listen. Maybe
thought he was
Ann
right.
will be here to be the Fujita defender here. Okay, but I sort of agree at this point. I mean, listen. He had this nice little adventure. Okay, try to gather the information. But
This is
again, I
Boomer.
want to say again. Now it looks like he's getting fucking killed. But we've had this happen 3 times where we
not.
thought somebody was about to fucking die.
No, no,
now
because-
they're,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, all of them are like fucked up, and I don't think any of them are gonna. Like, I don't think. Oh, sorry, I don't think Vegeta's gonna. Yeah, I don't. I think we've like given up on permanent death by this point.
yeah, like this is.
Except for Matsumura.
It feels, you know, sort of like Dragon Ball to me now, with like the stakes of like the lives of these people, where it's like, as long as they know the Dragon Balls exist, nobody's ever really dead, like because they can come up with some kind of way to bring them back, pretty much.
Here's the
So-
thing. I really like Dorohedoro. It's the people coming back is souring me just a little bit.
It's
Only
a little
because,
much,
like-
especially when we're towards the climax here.
Like
Like-
Fujita, like as much as I don't like Fujita, that was a good arc to end on. Like that
Yeah.
whole like redemption thing. Like he almost did like a redemption arc from being useless. And then we just like it felt like a good payoff. Like even though I wasn't a fan of the character, I'm like, good, he's dead. Clap. He actually kind of redeemed himself in the end. He had a good payoff. Like, and then he immediately comes back and it just kind of ruins the whole. Like, why did we drag out the whole "it's cold" fucking thing if it wasn't going to be permanent in the first place? You know?
I get the feeling we're at the point with the author trying to come up with what they want for a satisfying ending and not being able to fully commit to one. And
That's
I say this especially because this the last volume for this week ends with a panel that says the next volume is the last, but it's not the last volume. They ended up
They're
changing
saying-
the ending, and it took like 4 more volumes for them to end the series. So
Okay. Yeah.
because like if you noticed that panel, or if you saw that panel and you were like, wait, why the fuck does that say next volume's the last?
Sorry,
And-
yeah, exactly. I got confused on that. It's
no,
weird.
yeah, it's because it was originally supposed to end at volume 19, but then the author had like a little hiatus about it, and then decided, no, actually, we're gonna do 4 more volumes. So that's what
think-
basically ended up happening.
I think the author set up like arcs and like climaxes for these arcs really well, and then wrote themselves into a corner. And like it feels like they're like, oh fuck, bringing these people back. I don't know who else to put here to do this. Like they kind of feel like they were brought back as a plot point instead of. It felt like they wrote the characters out really well. They had a really satisfying arc, and then the author went, oh fuck, I kind of need them for the plot, and brought them back, and it's not nearly as satisfying.
I kind of wonder what Fujita's like important plot point, because bringing Fujita back at this point, it's either going to be, like you said, it's going to be an important plot reason later on, or is going to be some like, oh, but this character's I like this character, or like the fans really like this character, so I'll find a way to have them be somewhere for the end, you know. Like I don't know, because I can't think of many plot important things that he could do at this point. That last volume before we started these two seemed like that was his last important plot point, like you said, and then they just brought him back to do more things. So I'm like, I don't know.
Like I really wish the author just stuck to their guns and like let permanent deaths be permanent. I think it would have like
Let people die.
like midway through I was like Game of Thrones mentality, like Jesus fuck, who are we gonna lose next? Like holy shit, this author's got stones, you know what I mean? And then it's like undo button, and it just feels less satisfying now.
Yeah, I'm used to shit where people get revived and deaths aren't permanent. But here I like, we have seen so many that haven't been permanent, obviously, but I did feel like at this point in the stage we would be getting permanent deaths, you know?
Yeah.
But at least like, you know, the last ones, I thought Vegeta was finished. No, I thought all these others are finished, but they're not.
Maybe
Okay.
not.
It feels a little bait and
Okay.
switch from the middle, where it was like this dark, grim, everyone's fucked. Like you know, like once N died, everything went to shit, and like it felt like everyone's fucked, and anyone could die at any point now, and like it was like the dark, grim world of the Sorcerer world got way darker and grimmer, like even than we could have imagined, and I liked that setting. And now it feels like the friendship conquers all setting, and I'm just bored of it.
Listen, we still have Noi, we still have Judas' ear, which means anything is pretty much possible to bring
If
some people
Fujita's
back, I
breathing,
guess, so.
I'm anti-Ann, okay, right here. If Fujita's breathing at the end of Dorohedoro, I don't like it anymore. I'm quitting book club.
Damn. Right before we start reading Domestic Girlfriend, too. Oh, no. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, so
The
we
true
understand.
casualty of
True.
Dorohedoro.
True. All right, so we understand where we stand pretty much with Fujita.
Yeah.
He I will say, oh yeah, also we forgot to mention, he was invisible for a while, but then he became visible because Sho is dead.
Yes.
So it dissipated his
Which-
magic, which
Which
also
was
will probably
mentioned
be
before, by
which-
the way.
it
So
probably
it
also
felt
will
like
be
red
reversed
herring.
though. It probably will also be reversed though at some point. Listen, I don't know. It's either going to be, some of these things are going to be reversed through like Judas' Ear and Noi, or something about this. I don't even know what we call it anymore. The boss, the amalgamation of the boss, who's making all these like tube zombies now. Something about him making these tube zombies is probably going to bring some people back to life too. I don't know, but we do know that Fujita was hanging out for a while when he did become visible with that one member of Dokuga's gang, Tetsuji? I don't remember his name. It was like the sword dude in their group.
And the funny hat.
With a funny hat, yes. Who eventually realizes that Fujita is keeping something in his pocket, which happens to be En's tumor devil thing. Takes it, and you're like, oh shit, now Fujita really fucked up. Now what is he gonna do now? And then Shin, who's now a tunnel zombie, or tube zombie, shows up. And
Tube zombie.
he's like, all right, I'm not fucking with this. Okay, you can have it back. And then he leaves. And then Shin just, Fujita's, oh shit, you're here. No, you're about to get killed by Tube Zombie Shin, who is now like corrupted and is basically a servant of the boss now, as is every other zombie in this new setting, which I could tell was like being alluded to in the earlier volumes, but I kept getting confused at like what the point of it was earlier on, because I kept noticing that they were showing it, but nobody was explaining what it was. And it turns out it's like a new central shopping district
It's the
thing.
department store.
It's
you
the
know,
department
the
store.
department store.
Yeah.
The department store. That's always been there.
Foreboding.
Yeah, they built it right over the
Spooky castle.
yeah, they built it over the Death Sludge Lake,
Yeah,
it's
the ooze,
fine.
The
the,
death
Yeah.
ooze.
the local ooze, yeah, as you do.
The stuff that brings everyone back from the dead.
It makes the building look bigger than it is sometimes. It's fine. It's just a little
It's a side
toxic
effect.
fumes.
Listen,
alright?
it's not
just a
bigger.
side
effect.
Listen, it's not bigger than it is. It's just cold out the rest of the year, okay?
Yeah, true. Okay.
That's
So-
some good ventilation in there.
We had quite a few people. Pretty much the end of the story is revolving around this area, it seems, at least with these volumes, at least, because now a bunch of our parties here have ended up in this location and are now locked in and separated from the outside world, as it is sinking down now into the ooze lake as well. Now also the devils are finally getting involved in their role, where they're flying in with their like devil house to like
That's
go
also a
into
living
the
being,
place, which
apparently.
is also a living being. We found out lore about the house. It is a living being devil house.
The Devil House. Very
so-
well known.
The devils are specifically looking for something deep within the boss. So they've known about this for a while, because they even made those like devil coins that had the same symbol that eventually was put on the department store. So I don't know if it's like some weird prophecy thing or whatever, but they've known about this kind of thing coming for a while now.
I just realized
Yep,
the house is the opposite of the department store, because the house is bigger than it looks.
that's true. That's
Well,
true. It's very true. And now the professor is inside of that house.
inside of Haru.
Hiding
shit.
inside of Haru, so he's hidden from the other devils, but he's like
As
inside
you
of
do.
Haru's like Gleipnir suit thing going on, all right? And then
They're her Gundam.
I love their dynamic. I like that that's a constant of the series, where it's like you've got this devil, which is, aside from Chidoruma, they're the most powerful things in this universe. And then you got the doctor, who's just a human. And she's just like, I can't tell you. You need to go on. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to help you. Hee hee. And then like 5 seconds later, she's like, okay, well, we're here for this. The devils are all gathering to find this thing.
Find the One Piece.
oh shit, I wasn't supposed to tell you. Whoops. Oh well.
Oh, well, guess you'll have to come with us.
Anyways, I have this knife that can kill anything, even devils. This definitely won't become an important plot point later.
Like, they just bring up Pickle's gun. She just pulls it out of her jacket. She's like,
I mean-
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got this cool knife. Want to see it? Shrink. And they made like a whole like page panel out of it. Yeah, this is very cool, right? It can kill anything, even other devils. Don't worry, it won't come up
Anyway.
later. Anyways. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have told you that. Anyways.
I like in this world, that, like with these absurd abilities, the strongest thing's a fucking knife.
It's supposed to be a knife from the kitchen.
Call that a knife?
You know, Hell's Kitchen, if you will. Okay, it's supposed to be the
I'm
knife. So
I know, I find it funny.
yeah, I mean,
It's like, there we go, knife. Yeah, as you do. Also, it's what she borrowed. She still has it. Like, who knows how much longer later.
And didn't she get that in, like, one of the side bonus chapters?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, she
relevant.
did.
We have the...
she killed her like music rival with it.
Also, that's how she learns about like a bunch of the other characters. So it's relevant. Okay, the side chapters are relevant.
And that Gura Gura
Um,
character came up, and I remember the last time we saw him was in a bonus chapter too. The like Gura Gura like dog devil thing. They showed up again this chapter.
If you say Guru Guru a third time, next time you go on YouTube, all of your recommended will be VTubers. So be careful.
Finally.
Hey,
Oh
why?
no, because there's a VTuber named Gura Gura.
It was like the most popular one in English that kind of sparked the fucking second wave there.
It's
Alright,
fine.
cool. See, I don't know shit with VTubers, so you know. Doing,
Well, that's because you haven't clicked one of their videos accidentally at some point in your life.
You
they
sound
had
like
the
you're covering
algorithm-
things.
Yeah,
You sound
yeah,
like you're-
Waterboard you for the next
accidentally.
year.
That's what I'd say too. That's what I'd say too, Justin. Don't worry. Don't worry. The cops aren't here. The cops aren't here. All right. I'm not
May I
snitching
ask
on you.
why accidentally specifically? You could just say click on it.
All right.
No,
So,
I mean, like-
anyways, Dorohedoro.
Anyway.
Right. So what
So
else
this
do we got here?
knife.
So, yeah. So this knife. All right. Don't worry. It
Call
won't
that a
come up
knife?
in the future. All right. It's fine. It's just pretty cool, right? Anyways.
I mean, it's
So-
been used once already.
Now, speaking of the different parties entering the department store, okay, we have Nikaido, Asu, and Risu/Curse going on their little journey. They've also gone into there. Nikaido has a lot of little moments of just going devil mode and just fighting,
Mode.
which her face is just perpetually like a :D face the whole time when she's a devil, okay? Just psychotic smiling even when it's like a heartfelt like, Asu, don't die. Hold on to my hand. Don't let go. I'll try to save you later. She's just still doing the smile thing. So I can't tell if like I can't tell if she's actually like, oh no, or if she's like, yeah, let's go, let's party. Like, because she's got this iconic look on her face the whole time. They're like killing not killing, or I don't think that they killed them at least, but beating the fuck out of like the other like gyoza, or not gyoza, the other like restaurants in the department store, being like, I'm selling my fucking gyoza in front of your shitty shop. Get fucked. I'm selling it for like $100 a box too, because it's that good.
Yeah, the intro. The opening. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. The opening for the anime makes way more sense now with her
Yes.
going crazy cooking because of the devil shit, which
Yep.
makes me wonder if the show initially was supposed to have a second season immediately or something. Because it
That-
seems weird to put a detail that far in the future and then not have cover it.
That's definitely a detail that was inspired by like, those volumes, definitely. Like the manga volumes existing, but it probably, and also the gyoza heads being representing of the different heads that Kaiman and Aikawa like transform with or whatever.
Yeah.
All that stuff is kind of like alluding to that. So definitely they were that far into the manga when they did that. But it probably was like a Netflix thing at the time, because that was like a Netflix anime thing where they approved the first season. They probably also expected a second season soon after, and then Netflix like delayed them for memes. But we're getting the second season this year, I think. Fairly soon, something like that. Because I know it got announced before we started reading it for book club, so it was announced like what was it? The beginning of this year or something. So the season 2 is coming. I don't know if it will be the finale of like all of Dorohedoro. I don't know how. I forget the pace at which it covers it, but we'll probably be getting at least this season, maybe a third season to wrap things
I'm
up.
thinking if they don't rush the fuck out of it, it'll probably be 3, right? Well, if it's a 12, like it'll be 2 and 3.
Yeah, if it's a 12-episode deal, then probably 3 would cover the rest of it, I think.
The
But
speed run though.
I just googled out of like the Netflix to see what happened with it, and I didn't find an answer. The Netflix probably just didn't fucking say. But the first thing I see in Google is for nearly 4 years we waited to see if we'd get more adventures of the lizard-headed came, and it's like, oof, maybe not for very long in season 2.
Oh, no.
don't worry, he'll definitely be there for a while. Yeah, don't
For
worry.
like an episode, maybe.
Oh no.
I will say Netflix is weird sometimes though, with like the show's announcements that it does. They'll sometimes do this thing where they'll like make a first season, quote unquote, which is actually like half of what they actually plan to release, and then they release season 2 like 6 months later, which was actually just supposed to be with the first few episodes, and they just waited 6 months for memes.
Are you saying Netflix is the cut content of video?
I'm saying, listen,
Like how
okay,
game studios will cut shit for DLC later? Is that
listen,
what Netflix is pulling with seasons?
they may or may not have done that multiple times with things like Way of the House Husband and Record of Ragnarok. It may be a thing that they've done before, okay? I'm just saying.
Weren't those
But,
notoriously like poorly animated?
Listen, we don't have to get into that, okay?
We got
Netflix
that,
is weird with their
quality,
decisions.
you know?
All right. They also had that thing with Uncle from Another World, where it was like the first few episodes came out and then it got delayed for like a year before the last 8 episodes actually came out or some shit like that. It was crazy. So I wouldn't hold my breath on Dorohedoro, but I remember I liked how Dorohedoro looked at least. I think Anne said they watched like a couple episodes in the anime recently though, and they didn't like how it looked, but I don't know.
It was
maybe
very
the 3D CGI is just not for everybody for this kind of style
Yeah.
for it, but I don't know. I'm fine with it.
They went full in on it. Unlike some anime where they just do half and half. It
Damn.
looks
Yeah,
weird.
you gotta commit to the bit.
Yeah, okay, I'll give them credit for that.
Okay, so going back to these manga volumes. Okay, what else do we have? So we have Nikaido going through sicko mode, devil,
Sicko
fight
mode.
everything. Grabbed a
I
new
like
outfit
Devil.
towards the end too, and then I think that she's wearing like Kaiman's jacket now too. Now, I don't want you to confirm or deny anything based on the extra chapters you've read here, Justin.
I swear to
I'm just
fucking
gonna posit a
God.
theory here, okay? Because I know we have these other times where people are having these weird like,
Dreams.
dream sequences or afterlife sequences or tube sequences. I don't know what they are, but Nikaido seeing Kaiman again. It could be, Kaiman's back for whatever reason, or it could be, he's
He's
gone
back to
immediately
get
in the
his
next
20%
chapter. 'cause it
discount
was
that she'd promised. Okay, it's
yeah,
important.
true.
Get 20% off those like $100 gyozas. That's insane.
Oh my god, so much gyoza. So, I don't know. So, Justin, you were saying something about liking Nikaido's form or whatever?
Oh, I like the whole devil transformation, split personality thing going on with Nikaido, where it's like her amplified to some weird degree. I could just like how that whole thing is being handled.
Yeah.
It's like she was too serious, and now she's just fucking weird. That's kind of cool. I don't know how to put it.
She's become more like Haru.
Did you like how she became a devil because she was basically doing all the training steps for becoming a devil, but Asu's like, "Don't worry, you won't become a devil though. This isn't certified, so you won't become a devil."
I recall him like he just asked. It sounded like, I don't remember exactly the wording, but it sounds like the helmet wasn't supposed to just go in or whatever the fuck. It sounds like he just asked someone, and one of the other devils was like, "Yeah, no, it won't if you're not in the trials."
He's just like, "Yeah, don't worry, it's not certified. You'll be good."
Speaking of Asu, he got his shit cooked.
He got
like he's
fucked. He tried to use his like second vision thing or whatever it's called to like teleport them out of the place. Apparently something pushed back, which he's like, I didn't even know that was possible, but now my eyes are burned. I can't fucking see anything. Trying to use his hand, open up a door, and then that gets cut.
Immediately gets cut off
by some like tube zombie or whatever.
That was a sick panel, by the way. Like the art that with the fucking missing eyes, like that was insane. I was like, holy, what the fuck is that?
Right. I liked how he was just like, I can't see anything. What just happened? Where are my fingers? Nikaido? Do you know where my fingers are?
And Nikaido's still in like her devil hyper mode, so she's like, "Oh, Asu, duck, Asu, over here. Here's your fingers. I
found him. Yeah, yeah. With the colon D face the whole time. Yeah.
You also get stuff like, "Wow, Ritsu, you're so useful." That's like, no, I'm useless.
Risu's just like turning curse mode and going after the zombies, where Asu's just like, I can't see anything now. Please, guys, I want to do something.
Fact, we got a whole page where it shows like every step of him morbing.
Also, his arc has been from being a super powerful demon to being blind and useless.
It's I mean, we had that.
Both of the times he tries to use his powers in this, he immediately gets them taken away.
Yep. I still remember we had that whole bonus chapter, I think it was last week, where he's trying to be a good person again and help somebody by trying to help Risu. And the whole time of him trying to help Risu, it was just him making things worse. Like, "Oh, what's wrong, buddy? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what to do with my life anymore. Maybe I should try to become a demon or a devil." Yeah, no, you probably can't do that, buddy. I'm sorry to say. What? All right, fuck you. I'm walking over. He's like, what would I do? Like, it got to the point where Nikaido's like, hey, you should, like, stay away from him. You kind of just keep bullying him. He's like, what? I'm not bullying. I'm trying to help him.
And he just negs him for, like, the entire...
Yeah, but he's like, well, that's how I used to be as a devil, kind of. But now that I'm not a devil, I guess I still kind of have that personality a bit. I just don't have the same power of it as much. So now it's just kind of like, completing that, where it's like, okay, now you don't have that devil status, and you don't have any of your fucking powers to act like you have that status too. So good luck in the climax area too. So you're probably fucked. But then again, we have 1,000,001 ways to bring people back here, so who fucking cares?
Using
it's fine.
Flex tape.
It's fine. The devils are coming. They're flying in with their house. I'm sure when they show up, they'll save the day and nothing terrible will happen. Nothing bad will happen when the devils show up, okay? Everything is fine. They're not on a super classified mission that they can't even tell the professor about, all right? It's fine. It's fine. We trust Chitamura here, okay, in this house.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll kill me and my family.
Oh,
so
I don't trust
him in this house.
I don't trust Chitamura, but damn, would I love a spin-off of Chitamura.
Chitamura's wacky adventures.
Yes, I would 100% take exactly that.
There's
bored and fucking with N in hell.
Yeah, not like a long one, but like, maybe like one volume. That would be hilarious.
One volume, just him doing shit.
Just him fucking around in hell or something with the sorcerers.
Hell yeah. So, okay. We have Shin dealing with his own control, I guess. He had a dream sequence too. His dream sequence was seeing his father connected to one of these tube things as well. So, I don't. His father wasn't a sorcerer though, right? It was his mother that was a sorcerer.
Yes.
So it's not like
That's why it seems really affecting humans.
'Cause
No, wait, Atsu's a sorcerer. Shit.
Well, because I was wondering if like the dream sequences were like, other sorcerers that are a part of the big amalgamation's body. Like Natsuki was one of them, and Matsumura and En were part of it too. So I had wondered if Shin's father was, but I'm pretty sure Shin's father wasn't even a sorcerer. I'm pretty sure he was just a human. So maybe those are just like manifestations of that individual person's head.
Because I think that his dad was the human and his mom was the magic user because he's half.
But she died. Whoops.
Yeah. So Shin is going crazy too now. He's like the ultimate servant for the boss now. Not good, but very funny coincidence that he managed to like semi-betray Noi for a second to like slide in the like save your life. Yeah, the like save your life little relics for the tumor devils to hold, which was all of a sudden plot point that was just kind of introduced for these chapters, which definitely won't come up later on, guys. He had to stop Noi to like shove two of them in her head so that she's fine because she's the healer. Don't know why she. What, like, she says that she didn't want to put them in her head before because it's like a sign that you guys are doubting me, like I'm gonna get killed.
What? I want to lose? Come on!
It's like, bro, have you seen the shit we're coming up against? Like, can we just like, why not just put it in? And I also wondered for a second too if like the good luck charm that Chota ended up accidentally putting inside of Ebisu. I kind of wonder if that was one of those things too, and that it just looked different or something like that. I don't know.
No, I thought that one was a practical joke since all she can do is fucking laugh now.
Listen, it could be. It could.
I thought that was just devils fucking with people. Because like the whole reason we have the insert brain thing that heals is so that you could go more ham during Blue Nights for their entertainment.
Yeah. Listen,
we made this survival trick just to make you guys fight more. It's insane.
But I don't know. All I know is like, because they introduced that and explained that it takes complicated neurosurgery to like get it in there just right.
And then I'm
just thinking to myself, well, they just kind of accidentally did neurosurgery right with one of those little things on Ebisu in an earlier chapter somehow. I say right with big air quotes though, because now she laughs at everything. But
well, wait. So I might be misremembering, but the charm thing was just in her brain, where this is like like your devil has to like hug the thing or whatever.
Yeah, that is one thing that I was thinking about too. So maybe it's not actually a part of it, but
also the other thing isn't supposed to be in your brain. It just happened that way.
Listen,
like wasn't it like a hairpin or some shit she was wearing or something?
Looks like
some devil hairpin.
Yeah.
Devilish.
All I know is right now, Noi has two of these fucking magical save your life if you die resurrection kind of things with her devil tumor now. I don't think anybody else in the group does. I think she just has the only two that they had.
Also, I know Noi's been hard-headed in a lot of the series, but like denying that just seems like too hard-headed. Or maybe not. I don't know if it's out of character, but like to be like, no, I still got this.
No, I'd win.
I think I can understand it.
Like, no, you're the only one who can have this ability.
It's something to where I wonder if they only made that a thing just so that they could have that scene where like Shin has to basically like take her out for a second to put that in for him to be taken away. Because if Noi's still around, then she's not going to let him get taken away by the tube zombie bullshit.
I think you're right. I think that's the only reason she waited was just to have her unconscious for the Shin getting grabbed.
But now also she's going to have like the like, oh, I died, but not really because I got this thing for like later. So
the thing is though, we've already seen her straight up like fucking die, and because she wasn't kept in a refrigerator properly, she immediately came back as soon as the fridge or whatever opened. Like, her healing power has literally brought her back from death, hasn't it? Wasn't she like a fucking corpse? And like somehow came back when she was sealed in whatever box or whatever.
I was trying to think. I don't think they had fully killed her. I think they had like there was like some plot reason why she was kept in that fridge and not just
'cause
like
they're
killed and left
magic.
somewhere.
Oh.
Because there's the Blue Moon thing.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I forgot they weren't going outright for kill. Never mind. I'm misremembering. Continue.
Because they were probably trying to store her to like use her later for like another contract thing, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, one guy said, I want to contract the healer bitch. Okay, that's some good shit.
So, Noi's waking up now, though, and Noi is. I think we ended the volume with her fighting Shin now, being like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but at first she like hugs him because of course Noi would just obviously hug him as soon as she finds him again, and then they have to start fighting. And
Yeah, Shin, you always left those corpses of our paisanos. What the fuck is happening?
So they have to find out how to deal with these tubes. These tubes are like immune to magic. They can't fucking break them, and they're being attached to all these different sorcerers and like dead bodies and stuff. That's the other thing too. It being attached to Shin, I don't know if that means Shin's actually alive right now or if he's like dead and being controlled as a corpse or whatever. All I know is Judas' ear is probably more important than ever for this section, okay? And right now, Judas' ear is stuck with Ebisu and Kaiko in the like wherever they ended up. I don't even understand where they ended up.
And dead body.
And End's dead body.
I had something to say about the whole Shin thing with this doesn't involve any foresight.
Yep.
I think because I had the same thought. I think he's alive, and that's to use his magic because he's like slicing people up for the boss or whatever, right?
Right.
So I think like that's. I think.
I got.
Yeah, I think he's alive because I don't think the zombies can use smoke, or at least it doesn't seem that way.
I'm surprised. Well, maybe he wasn't able to. When Shin is in the dream sequence or whatever sequence where he realizes like he's got this thing attached to his leg, being the guy who can dismember body parts and they'll still be alive, and he realizes he can't detach this fucking thing. I feel like he would have thought, hey, maybe I should just detach my leg real quick and then I can take the tube out, try and figure out how to get the tube out of it by itself and then reattach
Oh yeah,
it.
damn, you're right.
I was surprised he didn't even think to try that. But I was also wondering myself, okay, maybe he only thought that he had the free capability to do something within a dream sequence and he wasn't actually like in control or whatever, so I wasn't sure. But I mean, if I'm somebody with those powers, I would immediately think to try to do that if I can't get this fucking thing off my leg. But
yeah, you're right. That's kind of like a little bit of a flub if you think about it too hard.
Using your leg.
Fraud Q Hayashida, more like fraud Hayashida. I mean, just saying, rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Like, I mean, he was just like all fucking hallucinating and shit. So there's a reasonable to say he just didn't fucking think of it. But
I also wasn't sure if like, because I'm not sure if these tubes are absorbing black magic or distributing black magic to all the other people involved.
I saw them spraying at some point, right? So they have to. I don't know. Actually, maybe the control is like maybe the powder was always a control thing, and we just didn't know that, you know, or like in small amounts it helps, and like this whole time this was the end of the black powder that the boss was just using everyone to get to type deal by giving them black powder or something like along those lines.
So what do we call this big amalgamation thing now? Do we keep calling it the boss of the cross eyes?
I mean, we don't have a better word, do we?
Kaiju.
Oh, God.
I mean,
listen.
I mean, they keep referring to him as the professor keeps referring to him as I, right? He's still technically I think.
The professor also didn't realize until like last volume that I and the boss were the same person or something like that. They oh no, Kaiman. They didn't realize that I and Kaiman were the same person until this volume, pretty much. We've known that for a while as the reader, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't fucking whatever the fuck that thing is.
Also,
I guess
like just be the boss.
Of voices in his head.
When they were just like shuffling it around, not knowing what to do, like I swear it like at one point it could have just used like the yakety sax music. Like
the what?
They're just like fucking walking around with this giant boss, and like, what would we do now?
We had said when they were walking around with the thing at first, and it was acting all goofy and not like it looked monstrous, but it was acting more hungry than anything. We were saying like, yeah, this kind of feels like a Kaiman personality weird thing going on, but now he's in like a monster body. But it does not seem like that's the case anymore. So
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
he was just like eating. We just eating and go to the department store. I hear there's some gyoza there, 20% off deal, on the same day as a funeral. Apparently, they made a point to bring that up.
Hold on. 20% off deal only counts towards Kaiman. Exactly.
Okay.
It may be Aikawa.
So they go to the department store and they say that there's a funeral on like one of the floors, but it was specifically for the religious people that died the other day. But I thought the religious people were not actually. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. They were the religious people. They were just the ones that the other group killed to steal their outfits, and then those people died. I see.
Yeah, the cross-eyed.
They kind of look like xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
I'll be
bit.
honest. Okay.
The head, at least, the whole elongated head thing, xenomorph-like ish.
They even had movie theaters in the department store. Okay, you just sit in one of the chairs. You're watching a movie theater.
Watch some Morbius.
Yeah, watch Morbius right there.
Morbin time.
Okay, what else do we got for these
Johnson
volumes?
stuck in an electric telephone pole.
That's very shocking, I must say.
Tess.
Yeah, Johnson was like flying the professor, and then the wind took the professor away, and that's how the professor ended up on the roof. But they were trying to head towards the department place as well, right?
Yes.
Because they had heard while hanging with the doctor, when the doctor explained what he discovered about Kaiman and the whole multiple heads thing, they had gotten reports. Yeah, the department store is fucking gone. It's like, what? How's the department store gone? What do you mean the department store is gone?
So big. What do you mean?
Yeah, it just went back into the lake. I don't know. What, the lake we filled? What do you mean? No, it's there. The lake of sludge.
It's like fucking Atlantis here. You see this shit?
Yeah, we just build things on the giant lake of death and magic ooze. It's fine.
Look, you gotta cover it up somehow.
Nothing.
So why make a department store with the extra room?
Nothing will go wrong here. Okay. All right. What else do we have that's happened here? We had Asu, Nikaido, and all their adventure. We had Fujita trying to meet up again with the people, ending up failing, and now he's about to get destroyed by Shin, pretty much, or already was destroyed by Shin. But that doesn't mean he's gone forever. Okay, this is like Star Wars. Okay, no one's ever really gone. All right, so it's
I don't know what you're talking about.
and we saw Kaiman at the very last panel. Don't know if that's just going to be bait. I would very much like if Kaiman returns for the finale. He is on the very final volume cover with Nikaido, but they're also just waving goodbye. So it might just be like a
They're all
fan
dead.
thing. So maybe it'll be like the end of
That's
Fire
how
Punch. Okay, it was all just a movie in the theater. And you just leave the theater, right? I don't know.
Only head.
Okay, bonus curses.
Oh, yeah, bonus.
What do we have happen in the bonus curses? The first one was about the Tamba restaurant, and them just being in there while it's raining. In the
They
source
invented it as a
world.
brand new item. Okay, it's called the umbrella.
Yeah, because they had never heard of it, because it never rains up there. So they had never heard of this device. Okay, Kirian just shows up like, yeah, I got umbrellas. They didn't say anything, but they're like, okay, here's an
invented-
umbrella. What was this fancy new invention? This rain defeater you got here?
The rain defeater. What a name.
It's very important. Okay.
The other one was what's like to be in hell.
Wait, what else happened in the rain one? Oh yeah, Asuka, the like Batgirl who liked the Tanba boss, like showed up and was trying to eat him to save him from the rain, but like not really save him from the rain.
I think it was just bait.
And then tried to eat the other person too. And it's a whole thing. Okay, we had to get rid of that. We had to defeat them, and then give each other umbrellas. And then the other one was
what's like in hell, which cured my existential dread. Thankfully, we're doing good.
Oh yeah, hold on. I want to say real quick, that first bonus chapter, that was the first time a bonus chapter actually appeared in the official translations, the VIZ Media translations.
Oh, really?
No
which one
other
did?
volume. That first bonus chapter there with the rain at Tamba's restaurant. That was the first time a bonus chapter actually showed up in the official VIZ release. Anytime I read my volumes. To go to read the bonus chapters, I have to go to the local library to read the bonus chapters because they're not included with the Viz like website thing, except for that one, which I can only assume is the case because that chapter, the chapter before it, also had the spot the difference cover, which the answer key to which was after the bonus chapter. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they
Is
were
that
like,
the only
"All right."
reason they did it?
I guess so, because it stops right at when it shows the key. It doesn't even show the next page where it says like the other stuff at the end of every volume, like, oh, this happened this volume, this what will happen next time. That is Dorohedoro. Like, it didn't do all that for like that. It just said, oh yeah, so here's the answer key for that. All right, we're done. Next chapter. So they only translated that in the digital release of the Dorohedoro VIZ Media like website thing. So
Someone followed their contract to a T.
I'm surprised they didn't actually just skip the bonus chapter. Be like, all right, the next page, the answer key, we'll just put that in there. Skip the bonus chapter. So
Yeah.
But yeah, that was weird. That was the only bonus chapter that you can see so far, at least, in the official digital Dorohedoro VIZ Media release.
Well, because I'm a good law-abiding citizen, unfortunately, that's the only bonus chapter I've seen too.
Oh, of course. And the second one was not. I thought it was going to be a weird trend where, like, oh, that one, they actually start putting the bonus chapters in. Maybe the next ones will. No, it was only for that one. I'm pretty sure it's only because of the spot the difference answer key, okay? Most of the answers of which I already got on my own, okay? I didn't need the answer key. I'll have you
I didn't
know.
know there was a spot the difference. I was tripping, I guess.
It was the whole spot the difference thing. It said spot the
I
difference.
got
Didn't
to
even
this-
read.
Fake.
I got to
fan.
the spot to the difference. Wait, when was the spot the difference again?
It was
that-
like the cover of the last volume of volume 17.
Okay.
Or the last chapter. The last chapter. Of
I
volume
don't remember
17.
where in my reading was because I did 3 weeks of reading, but all I remember is one of the extra chapters. I went, they want me to read this right now, and I skipped it. And it's the only time I skipped one so far. It's like, what the fuck? You want me to read this right now? I got to read more. Because
So-
it was
Oh yeah, I
Sorry, go
understand. So the second bonus chapter was like Shadow was saying, an introductory research lecture on what happens when you enter the afterlife in the world of Dorohedoro, which they used N as a specimen for. Let's
This
say you
keeps
have
happening, by the way.
specimen 1, and I think they make like a note at the end of the chapter, be like, what we learned. N is a great example to use in lectures.
I like them using N in hell and seeing his little misadventures.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it was there
like that
too.
stuff.
It was great.
This is the second time or at least the second time we've seen him, right? Where because the
Yeah.
time before was when they were like, oh, he's trying to rally them all up together to
Yeah.
rise up. Can't have that.
I like the idea of
That's right
Ed's
stuff.
just constantly like giving the devils headaches and Cheetah just laughing.
Yeah. So
Uh,
they explain in hell. So it doesn't even because they were like, let's take a look at an example. Here's a N who's been brutally like murdered in the real world. How will he look in hell? Well, first he's gonna look exactly like that, but he won't feel anything. But he'll be alive. He won't be able to distinguish hot from cold. Then we do a whole process to repair his body in a way. It's like put him together with special devil glue. You put him in clay, have him wait a bit.
devil glue.
Okay. Eventually he'll come back to his personality. He won't have memories of his old life, but if he sees other people in hell that he recognizes, then they'll probably hang out together or recognize each other. But
Maybe.
They'll
Because
have
the
like a
show
wa-
he didn't.
Look at that
Yeah.
shows up and he's
They-
like, wait, who's this guy?
yeah, they had said, sometimes the memory is a weird thing, so if they didn't remember them from the real world, then they're probably not going to remember them here. So even the boss didn't remember show was a thing. So
God damn it. This keeps happening.
but then they were also like, sometimes the devils just kind of pair up people who used to be rivals in the real world just to see when they
What?
eventually beat the fuck out of each other. Because they're like, listen, it's the circle of hell, okay? They send them up, they keep them alive, and then they just laugh at them for all eternity.
I want a Cheetah Murr spin-off so badly. I just want a volume of
Oh.
just hell.
Listen, I want a whole N spin-off where it's his mockumentary movie thing that he had going, his biography.
Oh
movie.
my god, that would be so good.
That'd be
So good.
amazing. I want in the anime, I want them to do a whole episode of that movie.
Like
That would
Slice
be
My
amazing.
Family.
Yeah.
They did that one.
They
Yeah.
no, if them making him making the movie and then flashbacks to what actually happened, that would be fucking amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
So,
Oh, also,
yep.
I'd like to mention that apparently decapitation is fashionable a way to die these days.
Yes, because
Yeah.
some people like to go on sorcerer genocides and decapitate a lot of them. Okay. It
Yeah, I
happens.
wonder who that was. You know.
It happens. It's been known to happen for amalgamations, okay, who temporarily become meat pies at a certain point, and then everything dies. It's fine. The rain. The rain. The rain. Anyways, what else do we have here? So we talked about the 2 bonus chapters. Any other memes we got to bring up here? I'm trying to think of what else happened that we could talk. But a lot of it was like them being told to meet up at the department store to get ready for the big bad. Everybody being confused at what the fuck all the black ooze stuff is. How the fuck did they get separated from everything?
An irrelevant minor character came back to life.
So
Haters.
Dang.
Oh
I
my
am now.
God.
I am now. I'm
Damn.
taking on this badge of hating on Fujita. I decided.
Listen, it's a good counter to and just hating Natsuki for no reason, really. Okay, so it's fine. It's fine.
Fair.
You're fine. Justin's position is unjustified. That was the
Oh, I
problem.
know we were talking about permanent death. Yo, Natsuki's been rotting away for a while. I think she might be permanent. Right? Like,
Listen, she's
I
At
we
this
saw it in
point-
hell and everything.
At
Well,
this
listen.
point, I hope just to keep some deaths permanent. So.
Listen, her devil tumor is alive in the amalgamation somewhere, so there's always a chance. Okay, there's always a chance.
It
get
can't be a
morbid
happy.
for food.
This story can't have a happy ever after, right? I swear, there's no way they have this. They set up this amazing dark
Anything
aesthetic.
is possible. Anything is possible.
Everything will be reset in the end. Kaiman will be Kaiman. We'll all have gyoza. and
Yeah,
live
sorry.
happily
This is
ever
going
after,
to end
okay?
like Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
It should have ended in volume 19.
Damn.
Oh, so we're gonna have another. What was the other one we did for book club? Where
Summertime rendering.
there we go.
Yeah, I'm getting summertime rendering vibes with the writing towards the end. I'm not gonna lie.
In what way?
Just like
The happy ending.
it
kinda
sounded. Yeah,
bullshit
it feels like wrote self into corner. Oh shit! I think the readers would actually like a happier ending. That's
Which
like
now,
that's what I
I'm
kind of
remembering
felt like with
Mega Man Zero.
summertime rendering. That's kind of what I'm getting here.
Listen, I will say personally, with how long we've been consuming this series, Dorohedoro is not a series I would have at all expected to have a like traditional happy ending. I'd expect it to have a fucked up happy ending, maybe, where like the people alive are like chaotically happy, like Nikaido in devil form, but everybody else is fucking dead and the world is miserable and sorcerers are fucking gone.
I will say one thing: if we're pulling people back and the author at the end goes, "Haha, psych, everyone dies" or some shit, I'll respect it again.
Face
Like-
the Giga Chin.
Like if all these bringing people back or whatever is just to do a double bait and switch and like kill them all again and be like, haha, it's an
gonna-
even sadder ending now. I'll take that.
It'll look like everybody's all happy and
Kaiman
alive
is
again.
super dead.
Wait,
It'll look like everybody revived each other again, and then we go to the last page, and it's actually they're all just tube zombies, and they don't realize that's just a dream sequence.
yeah,
Okay, we get the Evangelion
No, no, no.
ending here going on.
No. It's just
Borg.
like kind of losing your mind.
Borg, I don't think this is actually going to happen, but how sick would it be if this whole like bringing people back was just to twist the knife harder at the end? How sick would that be?
That'd be so
Listen.
good.
Oh, yeah, like I
That's
assume some of these people that are being brought back are going to die again very soon.
I won't till I see evidence.
I just have a problem with that though. I'd be fine with like some of these deaths being permanent, but we keep bringing them back over and over though, and I feel like it's the boy who cried wolf with this shit. Like I'm not gonna be worried about these deaths being permanent until we're done with the series. Like pretty much.
Yeah, I lost
like,
all stakes as soon as Fujita came back. I'm not gonna lie.
So and it's like Fujita came back with like very little effort involved in that too. So I was like, okay, all right.
Very
So you
little,
really
but
didn't
also
do
then
much.
immediately killed
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Like what? One volume later?
2 actually. It was the end of the 18th volume when Shin showed up,
Uh-huh.
right? Or like one chapter before the final chapter, probably. I don't remember, but he did
Look,
last
the
2
last
more
chapter.
volumes. I just remember last week it ends with us thinking his death is permanent. This week,
Oh,
oh no,
shit.
he's back. Don't worry. Yeah, you didn't have to worry at all. Oh no,
Last
he's
time,
dead again. He might be dead again.
Dorohedoro.
I hope this is a recurring theme though, just to fuck with Anne. Okay, Fujita's back, and he died at the end of the same week. Oh no, is this permanent? Fujita's back.
And
Listen,
that
guys,
is Dorohedoro.
You guys really have it out for Anne
Dorohedoro.
for some reason. I'm not sure why.
No,
Listen.
no, I don't. We don't have it out for Anne. We have it out for Fujita.
True.
Okay, you
There's
had
nothing wrong with Anne at all. But fuck Fujita and his bitch ass resurrecting. Okay. Yeah, like
Listen.
not. Like, I think what made it worse was his resurrection was like effort free. He just like woke the fuck up.
They made
It's
a
like
whole show of it too. He's like, I just shot
Oh, wait.
at him with the black smoke, but like there was a shit ton of black smoke in that too. I just broke my fucking arm. I'm bleeding out here, but I'm also invisible. I don't know.
Like
if I'm
he's
gonna make
clearly
it.
gonna die, and then it's like, actually, never mind. LOL. I mean, we clearly made him die last volume, but he's actually not.
So what he like crawled over to like one of the guys there with like noise smoke or whatever. Was that what happened? He like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's some extra noise.
some
smoke
shit
up.
like that.
he just kind of crawled
But he
over. He's
shouldn't have
like,
woke
"I
up
can
in the
do it."
first place. Like he was
Yeah.
dead, and then he came back. Like Matsumur sent him back. I don't know why Matsumur.
It wasn't
I
his
know he
time.
didn't directly send them back, but like I don't know
wasn't
why
his time,
Matsumur would
okay?
actually
Blood,
give a fuck about
okay?
Fujita at this point, because all he did was get him killed and then
Listen,
mix up
he was
his
his
body.
best friend. Okay, they were partners.
Love
I'll
you,
have you know.
friend.
Okay, they were partners, just like Risu and Aikawa were. Right? They were.
All I'm
partners.
saying is, how long did it take Fujita to replace Matsumura with Ebisu?
Listen,
Anyone?
we don't talk about
It
that.
wasn't
Anyone?
intentional,
We don't talk
okay?
about
Anyone?
that. All right, listen. Listen, Evisu's doing her best, all right, with her new partner,
I'm saying it.
Dokuga, who Dokuga was. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention before they started at the department place. Okay, they had Dokuga all caught up from the last week that we read, and they were like considering whether to torture him. They were like, nah, he probably wouldn't tell us. And Cho's like, fuck you guys, I'm torturing him anyways. I'm gonna shove a diet worm through every single like detached part of his body just to fuck with him. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And like, yeah, every time this diet worm eats through a part of your body, it gets bigger and bigger, and it'll just keep eating through parts of your body. You're gonna feel the whole thing as like you're hanging above the floor. I'm like, Jesus, Chota, calm down.
So I'm taking your fingers away from you. Your hands, the dangerous. Okay.
Listen, it was bound for Chota to have his Joker moment at some point. Okay,
I did.
he was hanging on by a thread.
I do still find it funny. Literally every time they mention Nikaido, Chota's like, that fucking bitch. I don't ever want to see her again. I don't want you guys talking about her again.
I like Chota. Chota's a good character.
I like.
Yeah. Did you see one of the last volumes from the last few weeks? The Dokuga's boys just look through N's secret room and they find a whole bunch of like love letters Chota wrote from every day just in the trash.
Yeah, with smoke, like it's like and stuff. Yeah,
They're
that was
like, oh,
hilarious.
he wrote about that they have a way to reverse a spell. It's just written.
And they were like,
mentioned in
we
these
can't
love
use this,
letters.
and we found it in the trash. It's like, what else do we have? They're like, this can't actually work. We found it in the garbage.
Oh my god, it actually works.
I remember Turkey. He had his whole thing with trying to make another doll thing or whatever. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, Turkey tried to make a doll of Fujita, but they didn't have decent food, so they just made him with like fucking instant ramen and shit.
And then it immediately just got cut in half.
Yeah. They were like, it got burnt, it stuck to the bottom of the cauldron, and then they tried to tip over the cauldron, and they're like, oh shit, yeah, this is not usable. So, all right, we'll go to the department store and get food. That was why they went there at first, right? They were trying to go there to get more food for a new doll.
I've completely flipped. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say I just completely flipped in my mind. I think Chota deserves better. Like, out of everyone, fuck Fujita, Chota deserves better.
Wow.
What did Chota actually do to anyone besides that Joker moment with Dokuga? But we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of tortured Dokuga. Like that was a significant part of these 2 volumes. But
Nah, it was nothing.
I see your point. I see your point.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their limit. Okay, it's a weird world.
It's also like
Shonen
so
deserves
quirky,
better.
okay? He can't help being a Gemini, you know? I mean, it just
Hey.
happens.
So, what the hell's a Gemini, chap?
Don't worry about it, Shadow. Okay, we'll
All-
explain to you all about astrology bullshit
All I'm saying,
later. Right?
I don't want to see the Chota incel arc. I want to see him find someone.
The Shed arc.
Yeah.
I'm down, dude.
Okay. We have a lot of stuff going on with these two volumes in terms of us getting closer towards the climax. We now have what essentially feels like the final setting, or at least like the area before we get to like some darker devil version of the final setting, because I feel like the devils are going to do
5
some weird shit to the
volumes.
setting. So, well, 4 more volumes after these two, right? So we got 4 more volumes to deal with, and I'm assuming the last one's going to be like a resolution thing. So I'm assuming the big climax is going to come in the 22nd volume. So we're going to probably have the big fight by the 22nd volume. That's my guess.
Right?
So
That is Dorohedoro.
So.
And that is.
Oh, actually, Derek, you've been replaced by Nash in my dashboard. Now that I look at it.
This is not true. This is not true. That fucking
I don't know.
Bitch. Don't ever talk about her in my presence again.
I don't know. I see. He's got 1,000 followers.
I'm almost there. Okay, I'm almost there. Where am I?
Wait, where do you check that? I'm curious. Though.
Pretty sure I'm at like.
That'd be funny.
If you go into your like creator dashboard, the homepage, scroll all the way to the bottom that you have no reason to whatsoever, and then it's at the very bottom thing.
I have 655 followers on Twitch, and you, who's watching this, could be one of them if you just hit the follow button, okay? You could help me get closer to Nash numbers, okay? And then we'll be rolling in the big bucks, all right?
Yeah,
Listen, all you gotta do is embrace your furry side. That's
I'm not a
the
furry
answer.
artist like Nash, though, so I will not be making the Nash bucks, okay? But we can make the Nash followers, all right? We can make the Nash followers. Okay. Dorohedoro, though, which I don't even know if Nash is even read. So, Dorohedoro. Anything else we have to say about these 2 volumes? Any predictions that we have? What do we hope happens next?
I want actual Kaiman back.
So now that we saw the last panel where it looks like he's back, where do you think is leaning? Is he actually going to be back for a bit, or is it going to be like a chapter or 2?
I'm trying to remember the last time we saw the boss, kaiju, whatever we'll call it. I feel like it's. I don't know, because it could really go either way. Like, it could be him, some new form of him, some new head, or it could be just some kind of thing that's spawned in this. There's zombies now. Like, I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything.
It could be anything.
But I want real Kaiman back.
We all do. I think we've all wanted that for a while.
The narrator is again messing with me. See, the narrator says he's back. It's like, but you liked me earlier, though.
Shadow, what do you
I don't
want to
trust
happen?
Anymore.
What do you want to
I
happen?
want the funny lizard man back.
We all want the funny lizard man back. We all miss him. We want the funny gyoza guy back. Okay.
Come on, he's got 20% discount.
That's the one death that I'm just like, come on, bring him back at least for a little bit, guys. Come on, we found it for everybody else. We could do it for Kaiman too, right?
Surely,
right? Surely. It's fine. If we got fucking Kaiman and Crazy Nikaido Devil, okay, as a team, that'd be amazing, I feel like. But maybe we'll get that in the next volume. Maybe we'll be able to see that and talk about that next week.
Next time on Dragon Balls.
That is Dorohedoro. Oh my god. Speaking of next week, though, I'm trying to debate whether or not we want to meet next week. Next week is when Anime Boston is supposed to start. Now, Thursday night, Anime Boston hasn't started yet. Me and my brother will be in a hotel room, though. So it's a question of whether or not I want to try to stream this from that hotel room or if I just want us to wait a week. I'm not sure.
Bring him on.
Will you
bring him on?
Are you bringing your laptop and shit, or?
I'm bringing my laptop. I'm bringing all sorts of like equipment because I'm trying to like, I'm being invited there on a press pass again, so I'm gonna be doing content for like video or whatever for afterwards. So I'm gonna have stuff, but I just don't know if I want to deal with one, trying to stream from the hotel room, and two, I don't know if the Wi-Fi is gonna be shit, and 3, I don't know if I'd rather just go out to eat that night, anyways.
Oh, do you then, dude? If that was like the other option, just do you.
I'm
can
just,
wait.
yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna lean towards saying we're
Enjoy your
taking next
time.
week off. So that's probably where we're gonna be at. So we're probably just gonna take next week off so I can hang out Anime Boston, all right, with the boys. It'll be a fun
quick
time.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
When do the Anime Boston tickets go on sale for next year? Because like every year I'm like, oh, I should do that next year, and then I hear about it and it's already too late.
What do you mean? Are you too late? You could literally buy tickets by just going there. They're not
Wait,
sold
really?
out.
I thought,
Yeah, they're never
really?
sold out. You can just go there.
I didn't know this.
The only difference is the
It's not like
earlier-
Anime Expo.
Yeah, the only difference is the earlier you buy them online, the slightly cheaper they'll be. But you could still go there and buy full passes like the day of.
Oh,
Yeah, so you could go. Like, nothing will stop you from going. It's more just going to be you're going to have to deal with a long line waiting for the pass, probably. But
I can't do that physically. I don't think that's the shitty part.
that's like the only real annoying part is like the line to wait for the pass, and then after that is pretty much smooth sailing after that. But me and my bro, we don't have to wait because we got press passes. I'll have you know, we can
Yeah.
skip because we're that good. Maybe if you were a Jotaku writer, you could join us, but no.
Wait, what'd you say?
What?
A Jotaku? What is that?
Jotaku.
Yeah, did you
it's
change your website yet?
we have not officially changed the name yet. Okay, it is not officially finalized that process yet. That's mostly at this point. That's mostly whenever I finally have the time to change the theming of the
Slacker.
website stuff on my end. I've
Slacker.
literally, with my main job, been assigned 2 other websites for my main job, which are brand
Slacker.
new website projects, which also require custom themes designed around them. Okay, right as I was getting ready to do the Jotaku retheming, I was told, okay, do literally 2 entire other websites with new themes instead. I was like, oh, okay, so I guess this will just wait a bit. So, but yes, for right now, it's still being called Jotaku until I finish that, and then it'll be called Zettai Network. So that's where it's
What
at
you're
right
telling
now.
me is that you're a Slifer slacker.
I will not have this slander here,
True.
okay? Especially from people who aren't going to Anime Boston. All right, cowards,
What
all of you.
What were you changing the Jotaku name to? I forgot.
Zettai Network.
just said it.
ZETTAI.
Sorry, I blanked out for a second.
No problem, buddy.
Don't worry. It's fine. You'll know the name change when I announce it. Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, Pat's in the chat. Damn, how's it going, Pat? Justin, don't be lazy. Wait in line. That's what he said.
no, I mean I'm
I think it's
physically
true.
disabled.
Damn. I don't know what
Like
to say
I
about
can't.
that. Yeah, no. Like I said, they have ways for you to order tickets in advance online, but like you'd still have to wait in lines. But you like it's something like you can if you order the tickets online earlier for Anime Boston, they let you go in on Thursday to pick it up, as opposed to having to wait in the long lines on Friday, which means you already pre-registered, so you just pick it up and then come the next day for the con. You don't even have to wait in line; you just walk in for it. So I don't know if they still allow you to pre-register at this point, but if they do, then that might be an option you might want to look into if you are interested. But I don't even know if you're interested.
I mean, I want to, but I'm gonna have to wait till next year anyway. If I knew this like a week ago, I probably could have pulled it off.
Well,
But-
it's next week is when it starts. Next Thursday. Me and my brother got the hotel room already scheduled for us, and we're gonna be going in there on Thursday, and then the official
Yeah.
con starts on Friday.
Yeah, I already got a doctor's appointment on Friday and shit. I can't miss.
That's fine. What's up, y'all? Not much, Pat. We just finished up talking about Dorohedoro Volumes 17 and 18 here on the Anime Book Club stream, which we are now wrapping up for tonight. So you're a
A
little
lot
late
of
here,
shit
Pat.
happened.
A lot of things have
much shit
happened, Pat.
happened?
This face
In
that you're looking
Dorohedoro,
at,
not here. Not here.
this face that you're looking at here on the screen, Pat. All right, this is gonna be in my nightmares. All right,
Is it just me or is Chap's audio a little weird?
I don't know. Is it?
No, it's just you.
It's just you and your Canada
Hater.
connection.
Hater mentality.
The hater connection
No, I
going on
think
here.
it's my
I think it fucks with anybody who thinks that New York is in Quebec. I think it fucks with those people specifically. So
Wait, people, what?
it's a whole
Wait,
thing.
this
Okay?
is a thing?
Look in general chat.
It's a
You'll understand.
shadow thing, I bet.
You'll understand.
I goofed. Okay?
You'll understand, okay? We have these memes. You too watching this would know these memes. If you go to discord.wolfborg.com and you join the server and you looked in the general chat, you might even talk in the general chat.
Hold on.
That's up to you. I would never stop you.
Chap, has my audio been fucked up this entire stream?
No, your audio's been fine on our end.
Okay, because it just like reset my audio devices on Discord for some reason.
Nothing has changed.
Okay.
You're
I
the
guess
same
just
as
for
you've
like a
always been.
second. That's why your audio was weird on my end. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know. You've been fine the whole stream. You've been exactly the same as you've always been.
Where did this? Oh,
Where does what? You talking about the
Mice
meme
Camp.
image?
Oh, I see what he did there.
It's
my
like
bad.
it's like
That's my
highlighting
bad.
like fucking New York. And he's like,
Yeah,
why is
New Jersey.
Quebec highlighted?
Like.
Why the fuck
hey,
isn't Massachusetts highlighted? That's what I want
For
to
the
know.
real Italians? Oh boy.
I'm not Italian myself.
All right. Well, that's all we got for this week. Unless anybody else has anything else to add, I think we're ready to wrap this up for this week.
Oh,
So,
I do.
yeah, what do you have to add?
I'm Italian.
Oh my God, a real Italian.
Okay,
here.
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, he's kidding. He's
Okay.
not a real Italian. Oh, I see.
I'm
I
something
see.
of an Italian myself.
All
Oh
right,
no,
well,
I actually am, but I was memeing that I had something to add.
Well, what will happen with
Okay.
is Kaiman finally back? What will happen to Fujita? Is he finally dead, or is he gonna come back?
Wait, no,
What the
wait,
fuck
hold
is
on.
the amalgamation now? What do we call him? And is Justin really Italian? Those answers and more will be
Wait, hold on.
revealed. Okay, what's up? What's up?
Because I just remember in the last panel, it said, the narrator said, "Oh, the Gaiman's back," but also it said that Fujita's alive, which I'm confused now.
Don't worry about that. We'll figure it all out. Okay, we'll
Wait, what's
figure it
in
all
the
out.
panel?
Hold on.
I just want to say a quick reminder that Shin's power doesn't kill people; it just drops them up.
It does. Well, he can
Yeah,
choose to
that's-
kill them. He can choose
Yeah,
to kill them.
Noi found Fujita's foot, and she's like, "Oh, good, Fujita's alive," because she saw the foot, and
Yeah.
Shin's power doesn't kill people.
Well, but he could choose to kill them, though. It's not that like his power
Yeah.
isn't able to kill people. He could choose to kill them, though. I had assumed she found the foot and just assumed he was alive just because she found the foot, despite him being invisible. I didn't think that she could tell from the foot that he is still alive, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, that's for next week.
That's for next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. Thank you so much for all the discussion. And if you are watching this and you are interested in catching in, we will be here again, not next week because I have Anime Boston, but keep an eye out for any Anime Boston videos I come up with afterwards. So I'll be at Anime Boston. If you're going to be at Anime Boston, reach out to me and we'll hang out or whatever. We might meet up. And, yeah, and make sure to subscribe, follow all those other memes on all the other platforms. We're here on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, your mom's Apple smartwatch. Yeah, you know the deal, okay? Goodbye, everybody. We'll talk to you not next week. We'll talk to you in 2 weeks for volumes 19 and 20. Because that is Dorohedoro. Goodbye, gamers. Goodbye, stream. Bye, stream.